Alright, we're back. It's not nighttime, the sun's not up yet, but we're back here at For the Performance. We got the not so typical Nissan here with Dr.TuneEmAll. What you doing, dude?
Yeah, we are getting the dome set up. So he tried to dyno it yesterday, the dome wasn't working. We figured out it was the actual dome sensor went bad. So put a new one of those in, and we're gonna add some dome pressure to it and see what it makes.
Boost controller time.
Yes.
So
before we get down to FL2K and put more oil on the track, we're gonna test it here.
Well, I got these now, 16 AM breather box.
This should help.
Not a single drop.
Show them what you did up there.
Not a single drop. So we got some 16 AN off the valve covers, flipped them to the front, through the firewall, all the way to the back. Dynoed it yesterday, revved her out, made power to 8,200, made 1,033 on Wastegate, 10 pounds of boost. So
the only thing we need to do is I turned that up before just to see if it wasn't reading correctly.
It's
so we
at 90. It's at 90.
It's at 90.
Right, want to put it back to 85 or leave it at 90? Referring to our CO2,
our fixed pressure.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see what happens.
I'll crank her up, put some heat in her, and we'll try some boosting. Oh, you don't need that top one.
I don't need the top one.
Boost controller. No, that's.
Where's your fan thing at?
This is the boost controller.
I don't need that.
You don't need that for the boost. Just trying to figure out if we can get this boost controller working before making the haul to the track. Don't want to take a car with no boost controller to a race and have to thrash at the track. So here we are, 7 AM. The car breaks here. I got a shop next door, so we'll be in good shape.
This one?
That one, yeah. Put the line back to the gates. So right now you're gonna have to tap the trans brake to restart it and then pull it into gear, turn this on, and once you hit 70% it should rip. The line to the wastegates was unplugged. Some more juice.
Yeah, it's gonna make some, so we'll just check it real quick, see where it was before we go making a full rip on it.
I don't know how you had it in you there. It stood up, and if it was me, I would have stayed in it.
Listen, this is not my car to break, and we got a race to make.
Alright, so we'll do some fluffing in the tune, make sure everything's right, some double checking, over checking, triple checking, and then we'll rip her. Looked over, checked out the tune, everything seems solid. Gonna turn it down a little bit because then try to make 22 pounds. We're just trying to see an increase over 10.
us.
Yeah, I clean my own mess.
Without the boost controller on, it'll make more boost. I forgot to turn it on. It also made more boost. So
You want me to save that?
yeah, you can save it. We're gonna make another one. Don't forget to do that when you get to the track.
Oh, never forget the more power button, ever.
You also got scramble, so there's that. But we can actually put the front button. We'll just check it, make sure everything's still happy, and we'll remember to hit the switch this time. That was 10.9 pounds. Everything looks good, fueling's good, plenty of fuel.
That's about what it seems to like to make on gate,
Yeah,
right around 10 to 11 pounds.
So that's weird though that you turn the dome on and you command 5 in it. Usually on Wastegate, I guess because it's not, you got a light spring in it,
yeah.
so it's not letting any air to it at all. That's probably why. All right.
Well, that or it's venting a bunch more air.
I'm
Like the
assuming,
gate
well,
opens
let's
sooner.
say you had a 3-pound spring in it, right?
Yeah.
So if you have nothing helping it open, it's going to make about triple or so what it's in it. So when we add air to it, it can control it. It's like, hey, help it open. It opens, it had 5 pounds. So this time, we should be able to make 15 as long as I remember to flip it on.
Don't forget your button.
The button.
You can leave it on.
Horsepower. That's,
Yeah, that one right there. Boom. All of it.
this thing blows RPM.
Yeah.
Let's see. Woo! Ain't nothing like alcohol early in the morning, boy.
As the sun's coming up, burning your eyes crying with some methanol.
Can't breathe. Woo!
So we did some digging, ended up taking out another dome pressure sensor, just one of those 0 to 100 transducers. So seeing that we took one out and it's not working again, we did some further digging and found out that I was using a chassis ground instead of a sensor ground, and we think that could be causing the sensors to go haywire, giving us a false reading. So I went ahead and I fixed that real quick, put a new transducer in it just to remove all variables, and it's working again. So we're gonna try, you can hear this out here pulsing away, controlling the boost. So we're gonna try again.
Watching the dome and it was working.
Yeah, it stood up.
Yeah, that was, oh, we'll see what it was. It's supposed to be 15. So yeah, it saw a peak of 18 pounds and I let off at 6,700-ish.
Yeah, so
6,700. So this is making peak another 1,000 RPM higher than that. So if I rev it another 1,000 RPM, it should make quite a little bit more.
yeah.
Now that we know everything's working like it's supposed to, we'll go ahead and rev it out a little bit further. All the fueling looks great, so we'll go from there.
So now, is it 1-to-1 now in the boost controller?
It's a little bit higher, so we can play with that a little bit just to dial it in. And then
but it's close. So you're demanding 15 and it made 18?
Yeah, it's a lot closer than it was. Before I started playing with it, trying to command things, and the sensor had stopped working again. So I was kind of fighting myself, and then I noticed that it was reading 45 PSI with no air to it at all. So we changed that again, rewired it, and it seems to be working now. So we'll try it again, see what happens.
All right, so we're gonna, everything seemed good, so we're gonna rev her out, just make sure it's not boost creeping too bad up top, and then load this thing on the trailer and go racing. Oh my! Woo! This thing just made 1,300 horsepower. Moon tuning it on. How much boost?
Oh, let's see. Boy, that thing was.
Dude, wait till you got to go back and edit this footage, and you just see how high this thing's standing up on the dyno.
I want to see the separation.
Oh, it does it all.
Well, if you do another pull-off video, because that's how you caught me off guard. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Good lord.
Dude. Dr.TuneEmAll out here making the horsepower before the sun's up on a Friday morning to go racing.
That was 15 pounds. 15 pounds and made 1,300.
Come on. We got us a hot rod.
Insane. Look at that. Closed loop compensation at 8,000 RPM, 1%.
1%. Dr.TuneEmAll out here stretching his legs. It's a methanol big single.
We got plenty of duty cycle too. 76.
Yes.
For the power that's making, that's insane.
That's 200 more horsepower easy.
Oh,
probably
yeah.
300 more
Probably
horsepower
300 more
than it
what
had before.
Yeah, and that's only 15 pounds.
Dude,
That's that. Oh boy.
methanol.
Methanol.
Big single. Senator.
That's insane. All right, let's pull a plug actually and see how we look on that. All right, so we pulled the plugs out. After that pull, y'all just saw the 1,300 horsepower pull. All the plugs look flawless. So we're gonna leave it there and take it to the track and fine tune it from there. That way we don't blow it up on the dyno. What do you think about that?
To be honest, I was expecting 1,300 at like 20, 21 pounds of boost, but it just made that on 15.
Yeah,
We got
I wasn't expecting that either. That's pretty big power for this combo. So it should fly at the track. We're excited to take it down there. So we will see y'all down there.